Okay, all right. Let's stretch it out. Let's get going here. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week, Rob, Andrew.
It has been a week.
Gentlemen. So we're back at it, huh? We're doing this again.
That's a very unique stretch you got going on there. But what kind of routine is that?
Yeah, that's a... What is that? Me?
Andrew, what were you doing?
It's the head bob. Yeah, it's like it's the bobblehead. It's the Funko Pop stretch.
Yeah,
that's what we call that.
Give us some whiplash. Be careful, man. We're older, you know.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. Well, guys, welcome back to the show. We're here, of course, with Mr. Andrew from our RH thing that we're doing, and Rob, the Retro Tech Dad.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah. Happy Monday. Are you guys dead? Are you alive? I'm a little dead.
Surprisingly feel pretty good today.
Really?
Yeah.
I
worked out this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which means he'll work out in the morning when there's no podcast, but he won't do his squats with you.
Yeah, you won't do your squats on camera? Now, come on. I keep forgetting
He's never
to put
wearing
on
any
pants for
pants.
these.
That's the problem. It's hot in Arizona. Why should I wear pants?
Don't you
have air conditioning?
We do have air conditioning, but still, you know.
All right.
You know, let it all hang loose, you know.
I guess. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to be
a little to the left.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest in handheld news, emulation today, including the PowKiddy V90S going up for pre-sale, the Miyoo Flip MINI being leaked. MSI just today showed off the Z2 Extreme edition of their new handhelds, or rather, was it a video cards leak? I'm still unclear.
No, they announced it.
They did announce.
As far as I know, Games Radar was the first on it this morning, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, from Computex.
It was like,
yeah,
it was like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock this morning.
We got to look at that because there's some ridiculous new colorways. That'll be crazy. Rocknix as well is now coming to the 34XX SP, the Flip 2, and pretty much everything else. Rocknix has really been cooking, and lots of rumors and renders showing off Anbernic maybe making a slider or a bigger clamshell. I even saw like a dual screen thing. I don't know what they're doing, but they've been showing off some things and some leaks have been coming in, so we're going to talk about that. And as well as, that's right, we're going to be picking a giveaway winner for JSAUX Switch 2 accessories, and we're going to be opening, they finally sent me...
That is the most ridiculous box ever.
Yeah, look at this thing. So I think this has all of the various giveaway items over the next, next few weeks, I think. So we'll see what the heck this is all about. And also my Retroid Pocket Mini V2 review unit came in. So we'll probably do a live stream or video about this, but we'll at least unbox it today. That full-size screen, I'm really excited for that. And what else? Oh, my 34XX SP unit has not shown up yet still. So I think the package got lost. I don't know where that is or what's going on with it, but Russ is waiting on me to get it because he can't review it until I get it because I need to send one of the SPs from that package over to him in Hawaii. And so we're both asking like, okay, what's going on with this? So Andrew's been a saint and is going to send me his unit. And then Bill from Nerd Nest is going to send Russ his unit. So we will be reviewing those handhelds.
Hopefully they figure out logistics for Russ.
I know. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on. They just said tariffs and stuff, like shipping to Hawaii is a nightmare. Also, like a 1X player also can't ship to Russ directly. So they're shipping their new stuff to me, and I'm going to forward that to Russ as well. Pretty much going to be his forwarder for right now for any of the Chinese stuff. So I don't know. We got something worked out though. Beyond that, Rob, what have you been up to this week? What's new in your life?
I beat Link's Awakening DX.
Yeah. What?
Oh yeah.
How many hours is that?
I didn't keep track. I probably took longer because I was doing all like the side quest stuff and kind of exploring, but I don't know. It says 9 hours for how long to beat, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I spent more time on it. I feel like I spent more time. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but
you just played for fun. It was a casual enjoyment.
Oh yeah, game of the month. That's 2 out of 3. I probably won't play Patapon.
I started Patapon, but for some reason people say I'm crazy, but I cannot line up the timing quite right when I emulate that game. It seems like there's just a little bit of latency compared to playing on an OG PSP.
I know that makes me hesitant to play it. I have like a OG PSP I can use, but I'm like,
well, a lot of Game of the Month players are saying like, there's no latency. You're just crazy. And I'm like, but like I'm a musician. I played to a metronome for years. Like I'm so like down to the millisecond.
Yeah.
The slightest bit off. I'm like, and so maybe I am crazy, but as far as I can tell, it's just slightly off. And Zoo says it's a skill issue, so maybe that's true.
I believe Zoo on that one. Yeah, I tend to agree with Zoo.
Skill issue.
It's happened before. But
the thing is, it says 15 hours to beat.
I spent 15 hours and I still can't pass the desert. This game is the dumbest thing ever.
I'm like, wait, I don't remember this game being 15 hours long. I'm like, why is this rhythm game 15 hours long? I know it's a strategy game as well, but I'm like, whoa, this is a little too much for me to time commit.
I don't think I can do 15 hours of Patapon. Yeah.
Okay, Link's Awakening says 15 hours to be. Yeah, that's about right. That's what I spent on it, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, what were you
I spent way more than 9 hours on Tony Hawk, though.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, I've been playing Tony Hawk.
That was the first one. I tackled that one first.
Good call. Me too.
I did Tony Hawk first as well.
I spent maybe 2 weeks off and on it, and I was about to give up on it. And then I actually watched the tutorials and watched a couple of YouTube videos, and like, oh, it's all about comboing and chaining together, so you're never not comboing. Like you're always you do a jump, you do it
manual.
You do the revert, and then you go right to the manual, then you go to a rail, then you go back up a ramp, and you're doing a trick, and you want to get like ×8, ×9, ×10 combos, and just get these crazy things going. And I finally, on the cruise ship level, got to 578,000 points on my final run, and finally beat it. And I was like, yes, victory. I think it was Sunday, and my wife was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, I beat a game from the early 2000s. Thing. So
I was in bed. I was like, yeah. F yeah, I'm like,
did it.
She's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I've been playing on the Flip 2, and my hands got so cramped up after a while when you're trying to use those shoulders for. I mean, I'm talking like hours and hours and hours, but I didn't care. I just kept grinding on it, and I just shook it off and we got there. But I can tell you, man, it's so much easier to play on an original PS2. I got back there.
The D-pad was made for Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Like it's just so much easier to pull off the moves with that D-pad.
But I needed the save states to honestly beat the game. I could probably
use save states in Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I did.
I did not think about that at all.
Well, you can't.
I didn't use save states. I use saves.
You guys are the real OGs because yes, I did save state like in the middle of jumps sometimes. If I screwed it up, I could just save state and do it better.
My man is mid-air save state.
Mid-air. It's what got me through it. Now I could probably play the PS2 one and get through the game normally. But I was so bad at the game for so many hours.
Those. Please never change.
Incredible.
They're
2-minute runs, right?
I never would have thought. That's why I was like, screw it. Like, I'll just do it again.
Well,
I never even thought to use save states.
Why not use save states? They're there. You're emulating. It's one of the benefits of emulation.
See, Rudy knows what I'm talking about. Never change Stubs.
It still took me 2 weeks to beat the game.
It feels weird for Tony Hawk, though.
I know.
It's a 2-minute run.
It still took me like a good 30 hours of that game. So I mean, it
was a lot of. It was fun because I haven't played a Tony Hawk game since probably Thug.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just played.
It's been a while.
I just played Underground for the first time ever this week because now it's awakened this love for Tony Hawk. I'm like, now I'm getting good at these games. Now I can play the other ones. I finally tried Underground, which has the weirdest car mechanics ever. Why is there a car driving in that game? I don't know.
It's the physics are really janky. Like you could tell it's got that like PS2 era kind of thing going on there.
Yeah, it's and Tony Hawk Underground 2 is like a Bam Margera game almost. Like it's
Yeah.
it's like it's
Oh,
wild.
the storyline is ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
great.
crazy.
Well, plus, aren't we getting remastered 3 and 4 soon?
Yes,
Or is that already out?
July.
July, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm hyped for that.
Same.
And now I started Link's Awakening a bit. We'll see if I can get through it by the end of the month. It's beautiful though. I'm still playing it on the Flip 2. I might actually pick it up on the Classic.
Are you playing which
Maybe on
version?
the
are you
SP.
playing?
I'm playing the DX version.
Okay.
You know what though? The Link's Awakening Switch version actually runs on the Flip
It
2
does
as
run.
well. Yeah.
You have to do a lot of tinkering with it, but I
You
got
do.
it to run finally.
You know, you can under-res and stuff, which is interesting. And even okay, here's what's crazy. I was playing Tony Hawk 1 and 2 on Switch on the Flip 2 as well.
Yeah.
That actually works.
Yes, it does. Yep.
With Citron, you do have to run it at a 0.75x, underscale, but it looks good. It plays fairly well. So that's what's been going on. I don't know about you, Rob, but I've been again watching these damn wrestler documentaries
every night.
Every night,
Every
WWE.
night.
You know who's my favorite of this week? Who really got to me? Actually, I mean China. Honestly, I didn't realize her whole story.
I haven't gotten to her episode yet.
It
Like
was
the dedicated
a,
one. Yeah.
It was a tearjerker. It was tough. And the other one that really got me was, oh man, actually Randy Savage. You know what? The end of his life, I didn't realize was so crazy, and he found peace, which was great. But man, that guy had a wild, intense life.
It's kind of sad because like you're watching all these episodes, you come to the end of them, and it's like they almost all mimic each other with these kind of sad endings. Some have found peace, but like a lot of them, it's very unfortunate. They either have passed too young and gone through some crazy stuff, and it's like I'm watching Jake the Snake Roberts right now. And it's just like
crazy.
That's
man.
a crazy story.
Oh
dude.
man,
Yeah,
I did not realize his whole backstory with his family. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
he went-
crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
went
Oh,
in
it's nuts.
A lot of the old heads, like the ones that we grew up watching, and I know I'm younger than you guys, but like the ones that we all grew up watching, they're the ones who have these like usually tragic stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, just the most obvious one is Chris Benoit.
Oh man, that one.
Yeah.
That got
Like
me.
I know his story, but I haven't watched. I don't know if they have an episode, but I haven't watched that episode. But his what happened
I'll send you a
with
video.
him is
I'll send you a video
crazy.
to watch on that.
Yeah,
But
it's crazy.
But like that's why it's so cool to see. Like, I mean, Undertaker was always going to be what he is.
right.
But like Stone Cold, you didn't know where he was going to end up at the time. Like The Rock is just turning into Boulder,
Yeah.
and it's just cool to see that the bad side of the business didn't get everybody. I mean, Triple H is in charge of the company now.
Yeah.
I would have
He is.
never guessed that, even after he married Stephanie. Like, I would have never thought that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Especially at the time when he was actively wrestling. Like I never would have expected that, but he's very passionate about wrestling. He's very much entrenched in it, so I'm not too.
Well, if it wasn't for he's the reason why Stone Cold, what is it, the 316 meme or whatever, like that.
Yeah.
Speech from Stone Cold. That's because Triple H screwed up with when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were leaving to go to WCW because they did.
Crazy.
And
no.
we could talk about this for hours.
We really could. We'll move on. But I was talking to Aish actually about this and telling him like, man, we got to play some of those old wrestling games. And Aish is like, you have rose-colored glasses. Like there were no good WWE games. I'm like, screw that. Come on, SmackDown, PS1.
What?
And I pulled it up, and he's like,
was amazing.
He was like, maybe No Mercy for N64, and I'm like, no, there were some good ones.
Maybe
Yeah.
No Mercy's not a maybe. That's an incredible game. What?
SmackDown versus Raw, absolutely. But the first SmackDown for PS1, I'm telling you, I loaded that up last night, and I'm like, this is still good. It's still good. The mechanics are still fluid. I think it's still good. So I think Aish.
I heard the more recent
I don't know.
WWE, the 2K games are actually really good. So they took like a year off
Really?
and they redid the whole engine and everything. So for like from
We'll
2K22 and on, they're actually pretty good games. So I
We'll
really
see.
want to get into them and see what they're like.
All right. Well, we can't
might
show
need
any
to-
footage
we
on
need to
here
add
because
that
they
to the
keep
No,
they keep
no,
copyright striking us. But
no.
you know what? That'll be fine. All right. Let's seriously though. We will move on from this. I also got to say too that it has been crazy week. I still don't have my voice back 100%. I've been just out of it, a little sick in the last week. And so we're going, and I recorded 3 freaking things this week. This, and I was on the Brain Arcade podcast with Chris Cross earlier today.
That's cool.
And I had another episode with Gaming for Insight come out today as well. So
I didn't even realize that.
Using my voice probably too much, but this will be good. This will be good. The other thing is that I've been trying to find, I don't know about you, Rob and Andrew, but I've been trying to find a solution for maintaining my handhelds every month. So charging them up, keeping the batteries going. And so I'm looking at options like, 8, 16 port chargers, 24 port chargers. Like they have like 60 port USB chargers. And then finally, Michaela was like, why don't you look at like a Chromebook charging cart that schools use?
And so we're looking. Lost our mind when he suggested that.
Yeah, we went on Amazon
because he jumps in the chat, says that, and then disappears after he gets a couple recommendations. So that he's got a million tabs opening, like trying to figure out which one to buy, doing his whole Charlie from Always Sunny meme with a magnifying glass.
I was looking at him, and there are options like in the $200 to $300 range that can charge like 40 or 50 handhelds, and each handheld has its own, port, and you just wheel it around your house. And there's one that has like lighting, like green LED RGB lighting inside.
Oh, that one's gorgeous. And all of the green LED lights are awesome.
And I know Ban was losing it. He's He's like, are you going to have that in the background of your videos? You have this Chromebook cart just wheeling around because you got to charge, like just, have less handhelds. And so maybe that's the
suddenly
answer.
He recommended like the best solution for all our handhelds.
Well, it's a problem. I'm saying, if you're a collector or not a collector, or if you're a reviewer, you have these things, and even if you don't just have handhelds, you have tablets and whatnot. And so it's good to have a solution to be able to efficiently charge. So you don't need to charge one
you
thing,
can lock it.
pull
You
it
can
off.
lock it.
You can lock it.
Keep it away from dust. I'll be like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, Rob, you were on board with that. And I was too. However, I didn't buy that because Michaela was like, you're gonna cause an electrical fire. And last thing I want is Tiberius coming over here, like having to go through my outlets again. And it's just like not something that's going to be like feasible.
Who is Tiberius?
What are you watching, Star Trek again?
No, I don't know.
Your electrician's not Tiberius.
I thought this name, it's a T name.
We've been over this.
Okay. Oh, geez, we're doing this again.
Pretty sure it's Tiberius, but so it's a legitimate problem. And so I ended up going a little bit more modest. I got a 24 port multi-charger. It has slots, to stand up the handhelds. That's meant for tablets, but it has 12 USB Type C at 3 amps and 12 USB A at 2.4 amps, which is perfect. The perfect amount for a lot of these Linux handhelds. It can still do your Androids, and I love it. So it was like, I don't know, it was like $60 on Amazon. I can link it if people are interested in this.
Yeah,
I'm concerned for your safety.
Well, it was reasonable. It was reasonable. Okay, if I got a Chromebook cart, like there's no going back from that. Now I'm the Chromebook cart guy.
You might already be the Chromebook cart guy now.
The Chromebook cart guy.
Now I'm the guy who bought a Chromebook cart because I have too many.
Yes. He can't buy e-waste anymore, so he spends even more money buying Chromebook carts.
Like the look my kids and my wife are going to give me if I am wheeling around a Chromebook cart in my house.
Let's just start every one of your videos with you just wheeling it into your space.
I couldn't commit. I couldn't commit to that. I can't justify.
You have to bring
spending.
it to CES.
I better bring it on the plane. It's my carry-on.
Yeah, exactly. You have to buy a second seat for your Chromebook cart.
To buy a second seat for the cart. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. Okay, yeah, wanting to sell carts.
Are you squeaking, Rob?
I can't stop laughing at this.
We got to pull this show together. We are a professional retro gaming podcast after all.
Oh man.
Okay, let's pull it together, everybody. Also, in today's news, an emotional support Chromebook cart, Matt Davis.
That's the one he snuggles at night.
I pull it into bed. have to kick my wife out of the room. We need a moment here. I got to take a sip of water. All right. In today's news, the PowKiddy V90S is now on pre-sale.
Let's go.
Now, that would be a waste of a Chromebook cart to have that. You could fit like probably...
That's the only reason why you buy a Chromebook cart for the V90S.
You could stack 10 of them in one slot. Efficient. Okay, so where are we going to go from here? So the SP is available on PowKiddy's website. It is $40 USD if you use the V90S good coupon code. There's 4 colorways: yellow, red, black, and white. Of course, I got the red because I have to see, is it the actual cherry red as they're showing in the picture here, or are we doing that coral, awful, slightly off red orange color from the first V90? And if that thing shows up in my hands and it's not the apple red, I am rioting.
Oh, here comes PowKiddy doxing everybody.
Oh yeah, and they kept showing like Peter, which is my given name, so they say, is buying this from Portland, and I'm like, no, PowKiddy, stop with the doxing.
I'm conflicted on which one to buy. Because I'm kind of with Shem. I like that gray.
The gray's all right.
I got that one. I got that in the red. I got it because you actually saved more buying 2. I was like, all right, whatever. I could always give one away or something like that. I'm like, it's all right.
And they built the
I thought about the yellow just to match up with this.
Zoo got the yellow.
I was conflicted on the yellow as well because I had a yellow V90 that was not really yellow. It was like half different colors. I don't know what was going on with it. Plastic is a lot to be desired there.
It's interesting. Like, for $40, it's right in that, again, in that impulse buy range, and it's the clamshell, and we have Anbernic coming out with their SP. We have Miyoo, and this is the best priced one. If they're doing an IPS screen, if they're doing decent software, and if the hinge is still good, this really could be a contender. And we're looking only at $10 of added tariff costs. They're, at least for the US, I was seeing, $10 shipping fee, which they're saying is to cover tariffs, which is not bad. Total cost for me was $50, but I got the one with the SD card with the games, so that's an extra $5, so it was $55.
Yeah, and this will be a nice jump in terms of performance from the original V90. I mean, like a good amount.
It's the same chip. It's the same chip as the brick.
Yeah, the A133P.
It's the A133P. Okay.
Yeah, so perfect. I think originally they had it as just A133, but I believe they've corrected it to actually the P variant. Yeah, the plus. There you go.
Yeah,
I want that P variant.
That is the P variant right there on the screen.
You got to have the P variant, the PV. So 3,000 milliamp hour battery.
Well, it's funny. People were like, I noticed on the Facebook group, people were talking about the hinge. Like how are we going to trust PowKiddy? And it's like, well, they actually had the best hinge out of everybody with the original V90. So I'm hoping the V90S will be good too.
Anbernic's hinge is pretty darn good, and it's pretty spot on, like to the original SP.
Yeah, they nailed it with that one too.
Yeah, it seems solid.
It's pretty good.
And it says supports Wi-Fi, which always means it doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi, meaning you put in your dongle and then you're going to get Wi-Fi.
I don't like this decision at all. I think this is a stupid decision.
I know they could have added it in.
Come on.
I don't know why this keeps happening. And Matt Davis, again, in chat here with the spicy things, saying I'm engaging in piracy. It's a dark day in retro handhelds history. So now I get the games version because I want to see, like, what are they doing? What are they putting on here? For the review side of things. If you're going to buy this, I would suggest don't get the games. Save your $5 and then load on your own games. The OS will still be there. So you just drop your ROMs in. You're good to go.
Oh, this is a very good question. So is this going to be the new V90 for new dads and moms?
Well, counting for inflation, this is $10 more than the last one. And I mean, I don't know if the RH hey man, we're in a little bit tough times right now with everything going on and the tariffs and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to say yes. I really do want to continue that legacy. But that's something we actually discontinued last year. As much as I hate that we had to do that, but it's something when we were smaller we could handle. But now so many server members are having babies, and I swear some of them are having babies just for the V90 perk. I don't know. It's hard to tell. So no, maybe every once in a while, maybe for owls here and there, but
I'm still waiting on mine.
Yeah,
It's the only reason why I joined RH to begin
What the
with.
heck?
I know.
I had a kid a month after I joined, and I'm still V90less.
Oh, see, that's a power move right there.
And I've got to send you this.
I can enter you in a JSAW giveaway for Switch 2 accessories.
I don't want to be entered.
He's like, I don't want that crap.
Well,
no, JSAW stuff's nice. I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I don't want to say, hey, yeah, send me accessories for something that I don't have.
I know. They're like, are you buying a Switch 2? Do you want to do all this stuff? And I'm like, yes, I will be getting a Switch 2, but people like giveaways. Let's do the giveaway stuff, and we'll try out the accessory. We'll look at that today. But, yeah. The V90 solving the declining birth rate. That's right. We can inspire the birth rate in the world with the e-waste. That's right.
Same goes for Japan, according to Matt Davis.
Yeah. I think that's the only way.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So much more with the V90. It's so
it
funny.
goes back years, 5 years. I think we've had
That's
the
hilarious.
V90 lore now. I think so. Maybe four or 5 years. Not only that, but Miyoo, they didn't leak themselves, I don't think, but somebody leaked a new Miyoo Flip variant without sticks. I believe it's going to be called the Miyoo Flip Mini. It looks a little bit bigger than a Funkey S. It looks very much like a Funkey S. So this is a clamshell from Miyoo. Again, looks like same chipset, same everything, just minus the sticks. So a little bit smaller. And
I'm assuming it looks like, it's going to be bigger than a Funky, I'm assuming as well. I mean, the Funky's pretty tiny.
But the hinge design looks exactly the same as far as I can tell, which has me worried. I really hope they take this opportunity to go ahead and reinforce and make that hinge not snap and break. I don't know why they can't get the hinges right, and I don't want to judge early, but we'll see.
I like the idea of that, though. I think it's a really cool idea. Just something you could throw in your pocket, not to worry about case or anything like that. They haven't really proven themselves with that hinge. That's the big thing right now.
Yeah,
That's the unknown variable, as always.
Yeah, they lost some goodwill with people. And now it's a meme, here's the thing. I keep saying this every week. I really do love the Miyoo Flip. But it, again, is the jankiest, most quality affected thing that I own. And I still haven't broken this one, luckily. But again, I'm just so nervous to use it. And it's going to be a meme for a long time. So I really hope that this new variant has a fixed hinge, that people can gain some trust back. And that they release a V3, honestly, of this size, the regular Flip.
The sad thing is, by the time they figure this hinge out, we've got the 3.4X SP, we got the 3.5XX SP, we've got a PowKiddy V90S. I mean, everybody's rolling out these clams that are all don't seem to have this issue. So it's like, how many versions do we have of the original Miyoo Mini? Was it like V4, V5 now?
We had 4 versions of the original Mini. And then the Plus, I think, only had one official version.
Yeah, so it wasn't as bad.
Yeah. Andrew, welcome back. We dropped you for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, my internet just crapped out, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but welcome back. You look good. You sound good. And we're talking about the Miyoo Flip. So we'll see how they do. It's very adorable. I hope that the price as well comes in a little bit lower. And I wonder if Wi-Fi is going to be a thing on this.
That'd be nice.
Hope so. We'll see. Yeah, and Silver Knight in chat here. I've had 3 flips.
Rough.
The first 2 had whack hinges. The third one had a busted SD card slot. Mine did too. My first
That's another
flip.
thing I've been hearing a lot of too.
Yeah,
the
SD
busted
card
SD
slot.
cards. Yeah, what the heck?
I have one busted SD card slot model, and so far no broken hinges. But again, I haven't stress tested it because I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. It's gonna break. I'm sure it will.
Matt Davis, you could say they're future hinges on getting this right. Beautiful. Love it.
Stream Elements. Thanks for subscribing to Quickstep. Okay. Sorted out Miyoo. Let's go. Not only that, but brand new news. This broke just this morning. I wake up, as I do.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up in the morning, you know what? And I said, what is this? MSI, they're releasing 2 new things. Not only the Polar Edition of their current, 8 AI Plus model, but also something called an A8, which is an AMD-based 8-inch.
Names are...
It has the Ryzen
Stupid.
Z2
Just say
Extreme,
they're
though.
stupid.
They are, but it has the Ryzen V2 Extreme, or Z2 Extreme in it, which is really cool. And look at that froggy cream colorway.
We were teasing Ben about this, and he had no idea what was going on. He's like, what are you guys talking about? Like, green handheld.
Now, it looks like the ergonomics might be a little bit worse off. It's a little more, I guess you could call cyberpunky, gamery looking with these harsher edges, which I don't love.
It's edgy.
It's very edgy. It looks like the same RGB. They slightly moved the joystick. It's, I guess, a little bit more like a 45-degree angle now compared to the buttons. So people are really enjoying seeing that change. They're not sure about the ergonomics, but the chipset is super powerful, and we're going to be seeing this, I'm sure, over $1,000, which is going to be tough. But it does have 80 watt-hour battery, 24 gigs of RAM, and LPDDR5X RAM clocked at 8,000 megahertz.
The one thing that MSI
megahertz.
needs to get straightened out is supply. Like they still don't have the AI Plus version consistently in stock. I mean, it's just how many months after has it launched, and they still can't seem to get these in stock. So it's,
I don't know. Yeah,
they got to work on that.
Well, and they're facing problems too with the tariffs, and they're at Computex right now. So their booth, if you happen to be in Taiwan randomly, their booth's going on right now, and they're announcing their latest stuff. And you can probably see this all behind their display and take a look at these in person. I couldn't go this year, unfortunately, with everything going on. I really wanted to be covering that all for everybody, but yeah, maybe next year. I know Tim from Team Pandora's over there, so maybe we'll ask him for comment on that. I did reach out to MSI this morning, though, and our rep, Ann, she got back to me, and I don't know if she was joking or not, but she said the green glows in the dark as well. She could be messing with me.
Yes.
But
yes, that's awesome.
I really hope that's true, because
yes, I'm here for that.
That's just what we need. You're playing embedded. You need this glowing green claw handheld with the best speakers on the planet.
I'm just gonna keep holding a light over it to activate it.
Wait, guys, I just realized mid-sentence that they moved the speaker replacements too. It's not on the bottom anymore. They moved it like mid-frame. What if they made the speakers even better?
They probably, I mean, they were very focused on the speakers, even for the 8 AI Plus version. They, the Gen 2 one, so it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's not fun to talk about handhelds that are over $1,000 though. Like I've always said $500 is sort of the max limit where I consider it a handheld purchase. Beyond that, it's a computer. It's an investment. It's a laptop.
Yeah.
At that point, in having 2 of them, which I know some do, many do. To me, it's unless you're a reviewer, I don't know. It's tough.
And I am curious to see what we're gonna get with the Z2E, the Z2 Extreme. It'll be interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
But this isn't the first handheld. Like the Legion Go 2 was already announced. At CES.
Yeah.
MSI didn't say anything about pricing or availability. This
Not
could
yet.
be
6 months out,
right.
minimum.
And it's like,
yeah,
because that gives them the opportunity to beat Asus to the punch, who still has yet to make their official announcement.
Well, think about it, because was the Claw 8 at Computex last year? I believe it was, right?
Yeah, wasn't that the reason why Stubbs went to Computex last year?
No, he went for LIX.
Asus, yeah.
Right.
But I think the Claw 8 was at Computex last year, I believe, as well.
Yeah. I think it was also.
But look at that. From that time till market, it was 6+ months. So yeah, I mean, we probably won't see this till the end of the year at the earliest, I think.
It was because they had that awesome Fallout edition of the Claw, the original Claw that I wanted so
they won't
bad.
Sell.
Well,
they won't sell. Like,
they gave away, I think, one ETA Prime, I think, was able to give away 1 unit for that, and that's all they had. I saw that too when I was there last year. I saw it,
That's
and I
so
looked at it,
awesome.
I felt it, and
I
like I
know.
loved the skin on it, and it was just a cool wrap that they had on that. And I'm like, why can't we buy this? And like, no, that's just a a promotional thing. Oh, come on. People are talking about feet pics in chat. No feet.
Get it
That's
together,
the one
guys.
rule. That's the one rule on the RH podcast. No feet. Now, we could also talk about the fact that Rocknix is coming to just about everything. The Flip 2, it's coming to as well the new RG34XX SP, which Rob just got today, which we're going to take a look.
Yes, I did.
If we want to
Beautiful
look
indigo.
Oh,
at
that's
that,
a blue one.
let's
Oh,
full
yeah.
screen that bad
Oh,
boy.
yeah,
Yeah, look at that thing. I love the indigo.
The indigo's great in person. It looks so nice. Yeah.
So,
Even with the color buttons.
yeah, what are your quick
yeah,
thoughts
the
on
color
that?
buttons are not my favorite, but overall, still nice looking color. Hinges like, yeah, that's really good. It only has one position, which is kind of a bummer. I mean, it'll go back, but it's kind of wobbly. But other than that, this is pretty good right here. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
And
Really nice, and it's more compact than the 35XX as well, so that's nice. It's just a nice looking handheld. Yeah, it's
here to contend with your opinion, Rob, is Ban from Ban
no.
Unboxed joining the show.
I will.
Alright,
I think it's
bye.
hilarious. Hilarious.
He's wearing a
that-
tie.
So you may, so you
he's,
may be,
he's freaking Jack Black from School of Rock.
so you may be wondering why I've called you into this meeting, Stubbs. I'd like to discuss why you've invested your entire retirement fund into PowKiddy V90s.
Well, I know my wife
Is this an
wasn't sure
HR
about that.
meeting? Are we in an HR meeting right now?
My wife wasn't sure about investing everything we had in savings in mortgaging the house 3 more times to get every. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the future's bright for PowKiddy on this one. So what do you want me to say, huh?
No, I'll leave it at that.
But I'm not going to do it until I make sure that red is a true red.
Well, I caught him too. I did catch Stubbs because I shared a screenshot of PowKiddy doxing him, and it was the yellow one. And he's like, "Wait, I ordered a red one." I'm like, "What do you mean, Stubbs? Did you order every color?"
No, no. I ordered one for Zoo as well.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
He forced me. He said, or else he's quitting. So,
No, I don't blame him.
That's
yeah.
stern but fair.
It is stern but fair. So, Ban, what are you doing? You're all dressed up today. You got a tie? What's going on? I thought you were out today.
I literally just got back.
Nice.
You can't
So
see
you're
the
gonna
sweat
hang out
on
with
his
us?
brow.
This is like
I'm just
Battle of
kidding,
the
Ben.
Beards right now.
I heard that you teach the youths of our nation.
Yep.
So
That is what I do.
thank you for your service for doing that. And
Surface.
It's not military. He
Well-
chose to do it.
Well,
I,
I think for the most part, so do they.
well,
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I thought about that after I said it. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here to get
I
that
just
right.
I just wanted to point out the professionalism that you've brought to this podcast in this time right now with your outfit. All right.
So I will say about this thing here, I think it's hilarious that Ambernic came in, stole Miyoo's design, and it's better.
Did they eat Ambernic's lunch?
Do you mean?
I mean, sorry, did
The
Ambernic
other way
eat
around.
Miyoo's lunch? Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
other way
around.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
And
Indigo
Ban, you
Brothers,
released
yes.
you released your impressions and your comparison video yesterday, which it was cool to hear your thoughts on it. You and Zoo were fairly in the same camp, and we'll see where I land on this one. I still am waiting on mine to show up though, so I'm a little bit like I'm getting a little bit of FOMO, only a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A
A little bit. I know that I'm not in this position as much. It seems like either it lands on my desk or Zoo's desk a lot of the time.
It's very random.
I'm
Like,
last
it
this time,
just-
so
it's just
all right.
random. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I never know
But
who's
see,
gonna.
there's- I knew that as soon as I messaged Stubbs, I think it was last night. I was like, "Do you want me to overnight mine to you? Just let me know."
And I said
He
no.
said, "No, I'll be okay." And then Rob got his today, and then I had a message from Stubbs. Hey, can I take you up on that?
Well,
like,
and
yep.
Well, I
It'll go out
think us
tomorrow.
West Coasters got it later. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, I've noticed it's been filtering in from the east to the
Well,
west.
Oh,
Derek
yeah.
Derek got his
No.
before
That's true. Yeah.
But
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Derek-
pre-orders went up.
Derek
So it's
does
just
get
random.
his. Derek
just
does get
random.
his from someone else, though.
A different rep. That's
Ah.
right. That's right. Well, we'll
Okay.
figure out all these shenanigans here. But Rob, so is your overall impression then pretty positive so far?
I mean, just initially. I mean, I've only had it for a few hours, but I'm gonna mess around with it. I just I like the size of this. It's
And
nice.
sorry to
It feels
interrupt you
good.
so much while you're talking about it,
No, you're
but
good.
like I really want to hear about the joysticks mainly. That's my main.
I mean,
interest.
they're tiny. You know, they're tiny. They feel similar to the ones on the Miyoo Flip, but
Are they? What's the coating on the sticks?
It's like a little soft
it's
rubbery.
It's like a rubberized, soft coating, and they did. I don't think these are for this. I think this is for the 557.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
they were
I
gonna
would not
include-
recommend using this on the 557 or on these.
Or
It
on-
does not do well with the range. So no, don't use those caps.
Okay, and
They're
those
like
caps
the
are
same.
Same
Size.
Yeah.
same size for the caps. Yeah, but
likely,
very different mechanism though. They're not the same actual of the actual mechanism
No, no.
inside is different. So
okay, and likely those caps will not be shipping with regular retail units. I
No.
think they were just for
for the 557s,
for 557 because the review units didn't come with the caps that they're sending with the retail units for the 557. But it's good to know they fit on both, and you shouldn't use it on either.
No.
The biggest thing about the SP though that I'm stoked on is 2 gigabytes of RAM. So it's the
Yes.
first H700 that
Mm-hmm.
really goes well with Portmaster, right?
Yes, there are some games that have some issues with just 1 gig of RAM, so it will be nice. You'll see less crashing and just less issues overall with some of the
That's
Portmaster games, which is nice.
Really nice. That's
Mhm.
really nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, the plastics feel good. It doesn't feel cheap. Like I do wish we
It's
had more than
solid.
one hinge position, but other than that, I mean, like I just initially I don't have much to nitpick right now. This is good. This is
You know,
nice. Yeah.
One thing though, the biggest nitpick everyone says on this one is the forehead, the 5 head they call it.
So in person with the Indigo, I don't think it's as noticeable.
Okay,
It's not
that's-
as bad.
It's in the renders, but yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look in person.
Yeah, I think
too
in
bad.
person you're just not going to be paying attention to it as much. I mean,
Well,
it's definitely a thing.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
that 3x2 aspect ratio.
Yeah,
right?
compared to the 35XX, it's like, what happened
Yeah.
here?
Well, and it's wonky. People who want that 2 gigabytes of RAM too, they're going to have to get this one. I wonder if they're going to be now doing 2 gigs of RAM for their older models. I wonder if there's going to be new variants that come out. I don't know.
Don't give them any ideas.
I know. Well, I hope that they don't
Right.
like do whole new
Please.
products, but maybe they could just start including it. That could be a thing. So it looks almost
Ben,
the
what is
same
wrong with you?
size as the Flip.
What's wrong with? What do you mean? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
Just a general question.
Are the buttons
Okay,
clickier?
battle your beards. Battle
Yeah.
your beards.
Make them battle.
His is better. He
Yeah,
at least has,
so easy.
He at least-
Andrew's Viking band right now.
what is it? Andrew at least has a mustache that connects to it.
That's a skill issue.
I
I'll have
know.
an age stash.
That's
I should go down to just the mustache. That's what I'll do
No.
next
You
week.
should not go down
not
to just the
again.
mustache.
yeah. I was
No,
gonna say
Grant.
you've done
Oh, this
that
happened
before.
before?
Not again.
It's
Yeah,
happened in the
Yes,
past.
this
before,
happened before.
Before your
Yes.
time, Andrew.
I think
Long
there's
in the
some-
before
No.
times.
I think there's some videos with it too.
You should do it where like you could like twirl it.
The twirly one.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Portland here do the twirly thing.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
It's real twirly out here. We'll see. Oh yeah, see, you can do a little.
I actually have enough slack here.
I have
could
enough
probably-
slack to maybe do a twirl now.
I could
yeah,
start
just a
kind
little
of
bit.
like just doing some like braiding here or something.
You know, I do declare. Just we can just really get into it. And so the SP, good times, man. Thanks for sharing your thoughts.
That's
Looking
a good
forward
question,
to
actually.
Taking a look.
just in chat.
Can you swap the face buttons? Huh?
That's a good question, actually. I'll have to take a look at that.
Between the
good question.
35XX and the 34XX, are they the same buttons? I mean, is it the same sound?
Feel the same. They feel the same.
It feels like the
I
same
really
kind
like
of.
the button feeling.
It feels
You don't like it?
good. I
You do
like
like
it.
it.
I
Okay.
like the way this feels. Yeah.
Does
no,
it
this
feel
feels
better
nice.
than the 3.5?
It still feels better than the
Um,
version 1. It feels pretty similar to version 2.
Greg, Mr.
Please,
Craig
pulling
Stubbs
out.
getting ready to tie a damsel to the railroad tracks.
See, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the gray out of one of the 3.5s and put them on this guy. And just,
Yeah, that would look nice.
They
can't
are
look-
the same size.
Nice. They're probably the same ones. Probably same mold.
7.6 millimeters.
Okay, so maybe Sakura Retro Mod buttons will just drop right in. You can swap your
No.
buttons around. Oh, Andrew,
Retro
yours gets
Roundtable
gnarly.
featuring the braiding bunch.
The braiding bunch.
Now,
Oh, the Retro Roundtable. I just realized I owe Tech Dweeb a recording for my Retro Roundtable Season 2
Me too.
for him.
Me too. I'm slacking.
geez, guys, I got mine in.
I gotta message him. I'm so behind.
I wasn't
think
invited.
Oh, we got it. We'll just do yours instead of. I'll just have you do it, and I'll send it in place of mine. That's what
It's
we'll
just
do.
me doing this.
You're just twirling your mustache. Yeah, that's.
I mean, he did ask for an
Yes.
Oh. Beautiful beards.
Dude, some of these beard designs. If you guys ever take a few minutes when you're on the pooper and you just look, it's wild what people can do.
Yeah, you can really get in the weeds with that. I'm messaging TechWeeb right now. Just tell him I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got mine in earlier this
That's
week.
terrifying.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
that guy had a nose that was as big as his chin.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Damn savage.
Andrew just went for it.
I told TechDweeb 24 hours he'll have the stuff.
He did say we had 2 weeks. I don't know when that was though.
About a week and a half ago.
Okay, so I'm cutting close here.
Okay, well, more to come on that. Oh yeah. Oh, did I give it away? Yeah, there is a new season of Retro Roundtable coming from TechDweeb, but you didn't hear it from me.
Why?
You didn't hear
I'm
it from
gonna
me.
tell everyone it was Stubbs.
You didn't hear it
This
from
is
me.
why I'm
Always-
afraid when like companies give Stubbs like embargo information,
I
because
don't
like
read any of
Stubbs
that.
knows internally what an embargo is, but then when
I
you
understand the
get him
concept.
talking to people, it's like, oh, I know stuff that you don't, but you'll now know too.
Stubbs is
Well, I
basically
don't
the
wanna
last guy
hold-
you go to when you want a secret.
No,
kept.
I respect embargoes. It's just like I think it's silly certain things to just keep secret, you know.
They tell
There
Stubbs
are.
they tell Stubbs about the embargo. They send Rob all of the paperwork for the embargo.
If they write it in the email, I will always go by that. But if they send like a separate document that's like deep in the weeds, like paragraph 10, you know, subsection 7 that has writing in there like INEO did, like I'm not gonna see that till well after the video's been published, probably. So it's they're gonna have to be a little more bold. That's all I'm saying. I'll do better. I'll do better. Speaking of doing better, Anbernic might be doing something brand new, maybe better as well. I keep seeing these rumors of this slide handheld, and I don't know how much stock to put into this. I think a lot of it's AI renders, but I've seen 3 separate renders in the last week of some kind of slide, and then also a dual screen clamshell that Max Zhao himself put out on his social media. And then this one came from, I don't even remember where did we source this initial one from?
It was Fred, and then I went down a
Fred,
rabbit
that's
hole
right.
on what's it called?
Was it
Baidu?
Baidu, yeah.
Yeah. So
this
this
has
one
been-
that we're seeing on screen is an AI generated one, I believe.
It
It's
has
not-
to
Yes.
be.
Yeah,
Yep.
this one is for sure. Yeah.
In the blog post,
It
the
says
guy,
that it is,
whoever
yeah.
it is, he says that it's AI generated,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
but it looks so good.
Hey, look, this
So
is
is
a
this-
great idea. Yeah.
Is this a fan wanting this to happen, or is this Max Zhao saying
So
is
this
something we
apparently
want
is
to do?
an actual image from Ambernic, I guess, or some. I don't know where this came
No,
from.
that Xperia Play person is the same person who did the render for the.
Okay,
featured
so this
image.
RG Slide one right here is also not real.
Yeah, I see. This is the picture that threw me off of everything because
Yeah.
everything else you could tell was not real, like other than
Right.
when people would show pictures of like PSP Goes. But
And
this,
this is like
right
a-
here, I believe that, like, I would have believed that this is the box.
It's like at least a printed prototype, and it looks almost. I mean, it looks like the MCon controller. In fact, Josh King, the MCon creator, left a comment on our social media post. He's like, "MCon!" exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like.
Gotta
this
be
person-
careful. Ambernic will just
They
run,
will.
run with it and get it out to market better and faster than most people. That's the kind of the scary thing about them. I'm like,
They-
I don't.
are efficiency beasts, at bringing
It's
things to market
unreal what they
fast.
do. Yeah.
And so that's why I do believe there's some validity to this. People have been asking for a slide-out gaming phone, the Fox in particular. And so this does look like a phone, a PSP Go, a Xperia Play-like device, probably Android, and
I have a
potentially-
feeling we're going to start to see a flood of these things because the patent expired on the Xperia Play design
Xperia Play,
at
that's
the end of
right.
last year. So
I am
yeah.
positive we're going to be seeing, if not Anbernic,
Oh,
another
yeah.
company releasing this. But because Max himself has been putting out ideas, I do think they're cooking on something. And I wouldn't say this is crazy far off from what they might try to do. I just don't know. That's kind of I don't know, it's an outdated design at the same time.
Well, I know I was reading some comments saying that it's possible that it's a controller for your phone as well, like same
I
same
saw
idea as the
that.
MCON kind of thing. So it's
Maybe
I've seen
they're
it both ways.
Maybe they're intending a true MCON clone because the MCON is selling well in its Kickstarter phase, and so we'll see. Can we pull up the image? Do we have the image of that dual screen that Max shared? And this looks like the ridiculous AI slop to me, but
Hopefully it's not the one. Hopefully it's not
it's interesting.
the other one that he did.
I can pull it up. I think it's on.
Oh,
Andrew's internet
Andrew's
killed.
gone.
I think it's Zoo unplugging his Ethernet cable.
Yeah,
I
I can
wouldn't be
pull it up here.
surprised.
I know you guys were talking about it the other day. In the meantime, though, Rob, do you want to talk about what showed up by accident along with your SP? Speaking of embargoes,
I'm not so sure if I should have this information, but hold on.
what did they include? Like a binder of
So
proprietary
this is what
documents?
came in my package.
Did they leak the Library of Congress? Like, what is?
Worried as to what I am privy to here. I don't know if I should have this or
What is?
I don't know what's going on here, guys. And I mean, this legitimately showed up in my box with my SP.
Okay,
this
it
took
looks.
up more than the entire package did.
Do we have anybody who can translate? Like, what are we looking at here? Is this a list of parts? Like, what is a manifesto? Is this Anbernic's final manifesto?
This is
Those
look
are
at this.
shipping documents. There's
Lots
signatures.
of-
There's stamps. Yeah, I can't.
They're like,
don't know.
Oh, this is going to Retro Tech Dev. Screw this guy. We're just gonna.
Well, Retroid first includes that note from Gary from the factory, saying Zoo's not feeding him or something like that, and now Anbernic's relieving you this
I'm just concerned because
this Bible of
I don't
tech
know.
stuff. I don't know. Very interesting though. Very, very good. I'm gonna pull up. Okay, here we go. I got the picture here.
Nice.
I got it, producer Sony. I got it.
So I don't want to use Google Translate because I'd rather not have any knowledge of what actually is on here. Just
Yeah, you could have just shown off. I don't know what. It could be horrible what you just showed. I have no idea.
How dare you?
Take the heat off me for my embargo.
I just
kerfuffle.
want to let you guys know I love you all in case anything happens to me.
Well, it's been a good run. I feel like.
Yeah, it's been a great run. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been.
It's been
pretty
the best
solid.
run.
Where in the world?
I think
Is
they
this
accidentally
image?
got to Andrew though instead of me.
Yeah. Let me pull this up. Okay, here we go. I got this here. Okay, so here's the other render. There was a third one too, but
Oh,
it just
yeah. Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't much to look at. Now this one though, Max shared it himself.
He just messes around with people.
I think so. I think he is just having fun because I mean this is definitely AI, but so this is showing a dual screen clamshell device with two joysticks up top. It looks, much like a 3DS, a little more futuristic looking. But I hope that this is hinting though at them continuing and iterating on these ideas because that's the main thing. And I'm stoked for the clams. I really could make a channel called Only Clams. I really could
I would
focus
love
in.
I
I could focus in on just
I'm-
the clamshell
I'm
aspect
here
of the
for that.
hobby.
I'm
You know?
here for
Hey.
that. I'm here for that. That's great.
I'm loving that we're in this clamshell renaissance in the last year, and there's so many offerings coming up. And the Flip 2 especially has been my tried and true companion. I have just been. I'm prepping now finally for my final thoughts on it, and this has just been going with me everywhere. I just, yeah,
So
so good, so good.
Stubbs, I got a
Too Loud
question.
says only clam sounds hella freaky.
Oh right, oh because of the that other website. Yeah, well, I didn't mean it. Well,
Maybe
Oh,
he
you
didn't
never
sure.
know.
That other website, you just, yeah.
Oh,
you know,
have you guys? So Stubbs, I know you're taking your Flip 2 with you everywhere, but have you seen some of the reports about too much pressure being applied to like the lid and it's messing with displays?
oh no, tell me about this.
I've only seen it twice, but there's a couple of reports of people like putting just in the bag like normal, and the amount of pressure coming down on the top of the
Yeah.
device is like cracking, or I don't know what it's doing. But it's
Really?
messing with the ribbon cable inside, and so they'll like open it back up, and there'll be one line
A
right down
line?
the side.
I saw a Reddit post actually that showed, but I thought it was sort of a one-off. But I mean, okay, it's a very thin screen, right?
Mhm.
So like, I would not recommend putting weight on top of this.
Yeah,
It is very, very thin right there. You know, it's
And I-
going to be thinner than a lot of other options.
and I think that's why it's happening, is just because the top is super thin like that. Because if I grab my PowKiddy X18, ow, it pinched me.
Yeah, it'll do that. It's a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. It's still pretty thin, but like it's got a little bit more to it than the Flip 2.
Yeah, and even the Flip 1 was a little bit thicker in the lid. Although the
Yeah.
hinge was weaker, but
Yeah,
yeah.
like I've got a Flip 1 too, and it's got a
Yeah.
little bit of a bump out to it.
And there's a
It's-
couple other things that just minor annoyances with this that as well I'm going to talk about.
So this is an actual Game Boy Advance SP, and it's kind of funny. I mean, the hinge works the same way as it does on here, so it's just the one setting.
The one
But I
setting,
actually
yeah.
think this hinge might be a little more sturdy. I mean, granted, this is
The-
Anbernic's doing great with their hinges and PowKiddy as
this
well.
that's crazy. I mean,
My SP is a little bit floppy,
That'll happen.
but that's because it's a metal shell.
that's normal
Yeah.
bass
So
age.
Hi, Tech Tweeb's in the chat.
Yes, he is.
Now we
I
can
love you, Andrew.
now we can
Wallpapers.
shame.
Mr. Dweeb. Well,
Because you
we
said exactly what I was thinking, but I wasn't
know.
going to say it.
I know.
hey now.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Well,
When Rob and I are in the room together, it's just
it's
chaos.
a no.
Look,
it's
I
a
don't know what's
no-go.
gonna happen to me. I have these weird, sketchy documents in my hand, so I'm gonna go out with a bang.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm pretty sure again my package was lost in the mail, but we'll see. So that's what's going on with that. And coming back to the original part of this topic was that Rocknix has been cooking, and they have a build that works on the SP, on the Flip 2, and pretty much everything. So if you want a unified Linux OS, it is available for pretty much everything, as well as the Odin 2 handhelds, the Odin 2 portal. And
Nice.
you already got Rocknix on
Band's
there.
got it going
Dan.
already. Yep.
I mean, I already got it set up with like Portmaster and everything.
So it's if you're into Portmaster, it's really cool, as well as if you're going to be doing like Xbox simulation on your Odins or your Retroids. Great option for that. Your only option, actually, if you want to try out Xbox simulation on Android. And just having this ability to boot off the SD card is really nice. And then you can switch back to Android when you want to do all your Android stuff.
So to be fair about
Thanks,
the whole
James.
switching back to Android to do all your Android stuff
Mhm.
is you do need to swap the bootloader
Oh, you do? Okay.
with
Yeah, you
the
do.
with
Okay.
the Odin 2, the Odin 2 Mini, and the Odin 2 Portal. It is Andrew can confirm this because he's got it going, but you have to change the what is it? You have to change the initial bootloader, I think.
need
But
to
after that, it's if the Rocknix micro SD card is in, it boots
Mhm.
to Rocknix. If it's not, it boots to Android.
Okay. Okay, right. And that's not too much work. So you just gotta, switch that bootloader and then
Or
then you're
if you're on, switch the bootloader if it's an 865. Remove the SD card if it's a 8 Gen 2.
okay, got it. Yeah. They even have it for the 5.5 too. I mean, it really could be one of your one and done OSs. I love these custom firmwares. You know, MooOS as well, I guess, works on the 34XX SP, Zoo is saying, and Newly as well. It has some new builds out, so check them out. It's such an exciting time for custom firmware. And I feel like I barely have time to explore one. And then, you know, a new thing comes out. I'm like, it's hard to keep up, but I'm stoked for it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but like back when it was like the big ones were ArcOS and like Rocknix or
Right.
JellOS at the time.
JSOW, yep.
Right.
I feel like more people kind of leaned towards ArcOS at the time, but
Yeah. Now ArcOS is, you're seeing just on the lower end devices a lot more often, like the R36Ss and a lot of lower end Linux, which it is super well served for.
Oh,
definitely. Yeah.
Like I still use ArcOS on a number of my like lower end devices,
Mhm.
but with the compatibility that Rocknix has been like putting out recently, it makes it hard to like want to use other things.
Yeah. It's really cool. So good times. And Anbernic, if you're making a slide handheld and you're making a phone, just, I don't know, good luck, and we'll see what happens.
I don't know if you guys already talked about it. I'm assuming you did, but I would be willing to bet money that I don't have that it's not a phone. If they're
Probably
going to
not a
make one,
phone.
it's not going to be a phone.
Well, they teased a phone before, even on their website. They were talking about, like, they had an accidental promo for an Anbernic phone for like a day or something. And they removed it. Unless I'm having a fever dream here. I remember we talked about that like a year or two ago.
You're usually having a fever dream.
I'm usually
though.
having a fever dream, but likely not. It wouldn't make as much sense. Maybe it's a handheld with a SIM card though for data, potentially. But we'll see what comes of it. And again, we're not saying that this is real at all.
Stubbs is
But
just trying to speak it
maybe.
into existence.
I really am.
I feel like part of the reason why they wouldn't make a phone is just because of all those certifications and whatnot, and it's just the pain.
That's why I don't think it'll.
I don't
They'll
think
never do a
it's a
phone.
bit much.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah.
Cool. Well, what should we talk about now? Let's talk about JSAW. Should we do JSAW giveaway? That's right. Or should we unbox a Retroid Mini V2? Let's do that first and then the giveaway.
Wow, I can't believe we covered all the news already.
Yeah, we're through it, dude. Oh
That's amazing.
man, that AI Stubbs gets worse every time I see it.
I'm super excited to see this because I actually ordered one of these. I love the Mini. It's one of my favorite handhelds.
Stubbs, where did you get the Game Boy thing?
What this?
The date Game Boy. Yeah.
Digital Jedi printed this for me because he's a boss.
Yeah, I got one of these too. My date's wrong,
that's
but it's
dope.
cool, you know.
It's really sweet. I like using
Yeah.
it for like game of the month
That's what I
completions
use
and
it
also
for,
for
yeah.
like marketplace sales.
Yep,
It just comes in
same thing.
handy. You just swap the date out and
Yeah, it's cool.
swap
wow.
out your numbers and
Uh,
no.
Dan sent me one. It's got the It's like the Rolodex one, and I love it.
Oh.
I
Oh,
forgot
that
to
one's
use it
very cool.
when
Yeah, that's so cool.
I completed
Yeah.
the Tony Hawk, but yeah, I just didn't know where the Game Boy one came from.
I don't know. Oh. So we'll just open this up. Oh yeah. This is a faux unboxing. I totally opened this up and been playing on it, but look at it.
Man.
There you go. So it is your, it's your Retroid Pocket Classic screen in a mini, and it has a Snapdragon 865. And as far as I can tell, there are no other differences between this and the original mini. Buttons are still clacky and all that, but man, having that extra screen real estate really makes this a much better device for me. It's crazy how much just a little bit extra space will make this something that I'm going to keep in my collection versus something that I'm like, nah, it's just too tiny. The text is too tiny. To where now it's beautiful OLED, and yeah, I mean, just having that extra real estate, man. The bezel is so much reduced.
And
I'm
as
here for
we
it.
talked about it before, but I mean, just having that black front panel really it works so much better when you're trying to mess around with different aspect ratios because it just all
Right?
blends in.
Yeah, and also, you can get DIY parts and swap out. So I went ahead and ordered some of the orange buttons and parts, and so this is going to be black and orange. And I might actually do the Saturn shoulders, so like pink shoulders, orange buttons. It might be really crazy in the end, but yeah, this thing is.
I like that idea with the pink shoulders. Ooh,
I just want to make a unique one, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so I mean, God, the OLED Retroids, I'm really a fan of so far. I think I have I have all of them currently. Minus, I don't have the V1 of the Mini, but yeah, I'm going to be sticking with this V2. Great size. And that's about it. There you go. Yeah, thanks Retroid for sending this over. You'll see more of this soon on the channel. Now, you have to zoom out.
Oh,
See all my mess.
that's not that bad right there.
See my my shorts.
It's a good thing he's got shorts on.
I got shorts.
Oh,
on.
God.
I think you point. Yeah.
What's he got?
That box is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
No, it's even more ridiculous than that angle.
Yeah, this thing is.
Oh.
I gotta get rid of everything.
Stubbs is gonna need a new desk.
I just worry about everything that's on his desk.
Oh, it's fine. Well, I worry about the water.
Yeah, I got my water there and my nubs, and my daughter left her hair clip in here. I don't know. Okay, so this JSAW sent over this whole thing here. Now, every week we've been showing off a new Switch 2 accessory from JSAW on our Twitter. And many of these we're going to be giving away. And so, last week we announced and showed off their new charging dock. So we're going to be giving away that today. So we're going to draw somebody after I unbox this. But this should have, I think, all of their accessories as far as I understand. So it's going to be giving away what we're going to be showing off in the future as well. We'll see. I don't know what the heck's in here. This is the biggest box I think I've ever seen sent. What in the world? And this there. Oh, what in the heck? So we have a Switch 2, screen protector. Look at that. Oh, big screen protector. That's crazy. We have a steering wheel. What?
Oh, beautiful.
Racing steering wheel.
It looks like
Switch 2?
like a Tesla shaped one.
Yeah, it's great. Well, that's crazy. So we'll be I guess unboxing these as we announce them, but I'm not going to do them all right now. We have a Battle Armor protective case. Nice. That'll do well. That'll do nicely. What is this? Ooh, a game card case for all of your Switch and Switch 2 carts.
Holds 40 games.
40 games? Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Look at
Competition.
these. Competition for
Ooh.
Stubbs nubs. Yeah, look at these three different sizes. We have like a little Reese's peanut butter cup one and convex, concave. We'd like a little bit of grit on that.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
I like
know
that
what that is.
description, though.
Yeah,
It's
right?
accurate though. It's very accurate.
And then sweet stickers. That's fun. Always like my stickers. What is this? Oh, a storage case. This
Okay.
looks very much like their
Wow.
Steam Deck one.
I kind of like that one a little bit more than the battle armor.
Yeah. This will be heavy duty. Very cool.
He said duty.
I did say duty.
Wow.
This is a full cover case set. So if you want to just protect it, stop the kids in your house from getting the grimies on it, that's really nice. Keep it in good condition. A colorful ultra thin carrying case. Now I'm a fan of that. Look at that orange. That's hot.
I think that's red.
No, I think that's orange.
Yeah.
Maybe on camera it looks red. No, it's orange. It's orange.
Why would it be orange?
It looks red on my screen too. To be fair, well, it's on the
It looks
redder side.
orange. It's
Chat-
well, it's coral. We'll call
Chat
it
type
coral.
1 for red.
Coral.
Coral. and a portable carrying case, standard black carrying case.
Jeez.
This did not include the giveaway item that we're giving away tonight, which is that charging adapter. So maybe I can't tell you if it's good or bad. It seems like it's a charging adapter and probably fine, but can't give a review on that. Not included in here. That's all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's draw a winner. Oh, yes. So on our Twitter, we talked about this. Can we pull up the picture of that other thing? Of the actual, of the item? I think it's called it's like a dual charge adapter that stands up. It sits down. It's on our Twitter timeline. And it charges. There's 2 USB-C ports. They wanted me to mention that. I pull up my giveaway winner thing. Let's get the music going.
What happened to your tie, man?
What do you mean?
You're
What tie?
casual mode now.
Yeah, the salmon shirt.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was orange. The shirt was orange.
I think this is why the PowKiddy red thing is... I don't know. Can we really trust Stubs with colors?
Yes. I'm not colorblind. I'm regular blind.
That was good.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Good.
Not you.
Oh,
I see how
Not
it is.
I can't. I'm not looking at the screen. I don't know who you're talking to.
talking to Ben. Sorry, Stubbs.
He doesn't appreciate me. Don't worry.
Love you.
Coral. That's
Coral.
how
Coral.
I'm just gonna start calling everything red that.
Coral. Oh,
Okay,
James is
I
in the
got-
chat. Is it red or coral?
Yeah, James, you've seen it in person, right? Is it red or coral?
This is red.
Please,
Coral.
please tell us.
The suspense is killing us.
What?
That's orange.
Okay, that's
That's not
orange.
even the same case.
See, it is orange. It is
No.
orange. It's the
That-
same
It looks
case.
nothing like that on your feed.
Yeah,
Well, my-
Subs, you need
I
to
can't-
balance your colors better.
I don't have a $2,000 camera. I'll say
Oh,
that. Okay.
James says it's red.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Stubbs's to show up and it's like orange.
I will be like the Kool-Aid Man and run through my own wall.
Please
Can
don't
you
do
do
that.
that, like,
send me
live?
your Commodore first.
All right.
Oh yeah, pick a spot that doesn't have anything on it.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Well, we gotta show what we're giving away.
Oh,
Let's pull up
Coral.
that dang.
we're giving
We're not
away
giving
coral.
away coral.
Stubbs is fond of coral.
Let's pull. It's on our Twitter timeline. Let me find
James.
it. Okay.
I don't know
here we
how
go.
red the final one is. Though.
It's called the dual port
Coral.
charger for your Joy-Cons. You can charge 4 your Joy-Cons. It stands up, it stands down, and it charges them. Do you want this? Huh? Let me know. So the criteria was just leave a comment on last week's YouTube video or last week's episode of the podcast. That's it. Simple. And all right, go over here. We're gonna title this JSAW. We're gonna pick one winner.
JSAUX.
JSAUX.
I actually
don't
don't
know
know
what that's about. And the other thing was leave your Discord name in the comment so I would know how to reach you and contact you. That's the other important thing. All right, let's go. Oh, there's a countdown.
Fancy.
Oh wait, no. Okay,
Man,
3,
stop undressing.
2, 1. Lon Wolf. I love how everyone thinks the white one is the Xbox because of the colored ABXY buttons. Oh, that's not an entry. We'll try again.
Is that like Bob Wolf's cousin?
Maybe.
It's Bob Wolf's alt.
Well, I mean, to be
Maybe.
fair,
Lon Wolf.
to be fair, the wolf is spelled correctly.
Yeah.
That's Bob.
But we need
JSAW. I just need to keep rolling until we get somebody. So I don't know. Probably 5's enough, right? Okay, let's try this again. We don't need a countdown timer. We'll do 3-second timer. What? Upgrade your plan?
Upgrade your plan.
This is ridiculous. I don't.
You gotta
You have
upgrade your
to-
plan first.
Yeah, you have to have 10
And then you
seconds.
gotta
I love how
connect with
that's
State Farm.
the feature you get with upgrading.
Okay. PMM Crob? Nope. Day 100? Nope. Bobby Dog.
Oh,
Here is the clip. that
Oh,
was asked
yeah,
for
Bobby
Stubbs
Dog.
through the box.
Probably
He's
now-
now clutch.
Bobby Dog.
This should win automatically.
Yeah, that did come in
Legend.
clutch. You gave the clip, and that was a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna pick that one, but let me just see. I don't know anybody. I love the intro theme. Really sets the mood. Well, thank you.
But
it's-
where is?
I don't know. I do not know. The Razorback? Vince was forced out of the WWE within the last few years. Now they're
That's
owned by
correct,
UFC company.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that McMahon documentary now on Netflix. That is
That's crazy too.
That's on
That's,
Good
that's
Side
a good.
Track.
That's a good
crazy.
watch
I
as
know.
well. Yeah.
I know.
Stay on topic, guys. Stay
Uh,
focused.
Almost there.
There's
We're-
no Bobby Dog in the Discord.
There's no Bobby Dog. All right, what?
Come on, Bobby Dog.
The problem
wonder
is I don't think anyone wants to enter it because they don't have a Switch 2.
That's the I know. That was my other concern with this one. So you know what?
I vote
You know
we give
what?
it to Smoney.
And Matt Davis also didn't know there was a giveaway.
We can go until I don't think I made a big thing of it last week. I could barely talk. You probably could barely even hear me saying like the rules. So
Do we need to select like 10 winners so you can go through that?
I'm gonna have to
go
do it
back.
again.
Yeah, you got to go
Yeah,
back.
this is sorry everybody. This is my worst giveaway performance of all time right now.
I just love all the Adobe ads though.
I
I say
know.
we give it to
My
Free
man, you got to use ad
advertisements.
block.
Subs is gonna tell you can't
You know
do
what?
it.
We're gonna
If
do ad block.
doesn't work, you gotta
There you
use
go.
Tamper Monkey.
Yeah, you need to.
you got to go to
Oh,
the next
no.
next level there. Just turn it off.
turn
See, it gets
back
mad at me.
on.
That's the problem. See, it yells at me.
No, there's ways around that too.
I really came here for this.
This is a disaster right now. This is the worst thing that's
This
ever
is
happened
epic.
on the show. This is real bad.
That's not true. That was getting me to come on.
No, oh,
No,
no.
no.
You self-deprecating gentleman. Now, come on. Please.
I'm good at that.
You have to use it 10 seconds, Stubbs.
Okay. We have to wait 10 seconds.
Hopefully, one of the 20 comments you pull has their username.
I'm gonna buy a Chromebook cart before this is done. Like I'm just so stressed.
Hey, that's
Okay.
a name I recognize.
Number one in
I see two names I recognize.
Okay. And yet
Mm,
y'all are the type to pre-order the Switch 2. You're part of the problem.
I did not.
Yep. You know what?
I saw the
couldn't-
response
I was
on
up till
that
3
one.
o'clock.
I saw the response on that.
Matt Davis, you win.
Matt Davis.
Like,
Matt Davis, honestly, I probably will pick you. Even if you're in the chat, that's
Yeah, Matt Davis.
Although Matt-
there's
Matt Davis
Digital
won
Jedi as well.
recently, right? Who
Oh,
has
didn't he
one?
win the what's that 8-bit do?
Yeah. Matt, are you getting a Switch 2? How about this? Matt, are you getting a Switch 2? Digital Jedi, are you getting a Switch 2?
Yeah.
One of you two to answer that you're getting a Switch 2.
Oh,
just go
Squirrel
with
Master,
that.
What a name.
I think I must have forgotten to say all the rules. I'm going to blame myself for this. Yeah, because nobody left their Discord name.
Digital
Jedi's
Jedi.
getting
Heck yeah, baller.
He's getting 2 so he can gift 1 to me.
He is getting a Switch 2.
Yeah, he is.
Digital Jedi, sir. You win a JSOW.
Peace out.
JSOW.
JSAUX.
Joy-Con. Joy-Con adapter. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be better prepared for next week. I'm so sorry.
You should be.
Now, if we were giving away an actual Switch 2, we'd probably have a lot of comments. They're like, hey, pick me.
Yeah, how many Bob Wolf alt accounts will we see?
Digital
I don't know.
Jedi.
Lon Wolf is pretty good.
Lon Wolf is great. Think of Lon Seidman. You guys know
Let me
that,
see
that
that.
guy?
I know
Let's
that
see
guy.
that.
The
Let me see
Amazon
that.
reviewer.
Let me see that. Oh, yeah.
Lon.tv.
Yeah, Lon.
I watch his YouTube channel.
I like his stuff too. He's chill.
So this
Look
is
at-
the way you should play.
This
Now.
man picked the right color. That's
Yeah.
the color. Look at this.
I also
beautiful
picked-
color.
No. Look at this.
Green Protagonist. Once
Yeah, but
again, this has
Rob-
been one of the giveaways of all time. Thank you, Green
Rob, I got
Protagonist.
the right operating system on it though.
James,
Oh, you got,
we
what, you
failed.
got Rocknix on there?
I got Rocknix on here.
Your children will
Heck
carry this
yeah.
for generations.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
It takes
I
forever
also
to
have
boot.
Rocknix. I'm just.
Yeah.
I switched to Android so I could run Winlater so I could play DXHD.
I just have a bunch of ports on here. That's all I need.
Which looks so good on that screen.
Man, that screen is like washing out everything.
Stubbs is
Okay.
waiting for us.
Well,
Stubbs
You
is
know
a
what?
funny guy.
you know what? I'm not going to unbox any of this JSOW stuff today. Why am I calling it JSOW now? I've been calling them JSOW for 5 years.
Or JSOX. Well,
I mean,
JSOX.
you guys are messing me up on this. I can't. I can't.
J.
do it.
It's JSAUX.
JSOW.
JSOX?
Yeah, JSOX.
Well, good. That's good. I don't have anything else. Yeah, that's what I got. I don't have any e-waste to unbox. I don't have any. You have Mega Duck.
Who doesn't have Mega Duck? It's right next to my Supervision.
Wrong handheld for that. Wrong handheld for that. I'm
know what is the-
disappointed in you.
Wait, you know what is the right handheld for it?
What?
My RGB
Oh, he did the-
20SX.
Yes.
He did the
That's a
print mod.
nice.
I did do the print mod.
That's a nice mod.
Yeah, it makes it flat.
Wow. Wow. Ooh. Hold on. Let me take a look at that up close. Let me do slow spin. Look at that mod. Flat back. No problem. How do those shoulder buttons feel?
They suck
Oh yeah, definitely. they
because
would.
you gotta aim for it. I do need to reprint the back with a different bed because
And Andrew's on
this-
point. That
this
color
little-
combo.
this little spot on the back is super slick because of the bed I used.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can see like it's not going to focus, but the printer. My printer is not as good as Band's, so there's like blemishes that are more difficult to see.
Yeah, because if you look at mine,
Interesting.
Yeah, his is
You-
clean.
you can see though the bed did not hold it right because you can see a little bit of streaking.
You don't
Yeah,
want to see
I have
streaking
that
in your
too,
bed
even on the
usually.
parts.
Stubbs. I
I literally lost my train of thought. I don't know what I'm going to say.
Sorry.
Not as payback. It's all good.
that's
Okay, so what else should we do? Anything else, guys, before we wrap up this amazing episode that we've put together here today? Oh yes, the Chromebook
Yes.
cart.
oh
So-
Stubbs, are you getting one?
No, I might. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I really want to pull up that. We got to look at that Amazon one though that we were all looking at the other day. That was the king of Chromebook carts.
Oh, that one was a thing of beauty.
What was that?
The
I gotta
one with
find
all the
that.
green in it.
I could just see
Yes.
all of our eyes lighting up when we saw that one. It was just like, wow.
Well, and Zoo was just calling us crazy. I think he was like, "What
Keanu
is?"
Reeves moment right there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up from our chat yesterday. I have it here somewhere. The
Yeah, is that
audience
green?
needs to see this.
What?
Is that a green?
Like-
Yeah.
This is green.
Michael Petty. He says you're gonna get the cart with the CRT and the VCR. Remember those guys?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You'd see the substitute teacher wheel that thing in. And you're like, yes,
He's like, yes, we're not gonna learn today.
it's a movie day. Yes.
Whoa.
Wait, that's only $100.
Whoa, that's only 10 devices though.
That's
no,
only-
but
yeah,
the other one
that's-
was
that's a-
enclosed. It had
That's
lights.
amateur mode.
It had a
That's
lock.
amateur
It had
mode. Get
everything.
that out of here. Yeah, get that out of here. You don't want that.
Isn't it the one right next to it?
It was literally the one right next to it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
there
that's
it
the
is.
one. Yes.
So show with the lights. So this lights up green when everything's charged. It's, I think, orange when things are charging, or yellow, and then red, when things are not charging. So, or when the devices are near dead. And you can put 30 devices in this.
This is
They have a
my
version that does
favorite.
up to 60. It has galvanized siding. It has like cord management along the slots. You can lock it. It has dust protection. Okay, you can add fans on the side if you want, and there's just all those USB ports along the bottom. You plug everything into and just wheel it around your house, and there you go. All your handhelds
Why?
are always charged, ready to go.
For powerful heat dissipation, why do they have the nuclear symbol?
Yeah,
don't
so it has
Or
over-
very similar
but-
to it, at least.
If
it
you
has
were
overcharging protection, so you can just leave the devices plugged in if you want, and intelligently we'll just stop charging them.
I
Did you
love-
guys see the one screenshot that says it's good for military forces?
Yeah.
It is good for
It's-
military uses.
Honestly,
yeah.
that's really not that large.
It's really cool. It's
Like,
really
did you
No, it's a
notice how
PC
s-
case.
Wait, did you guys notice
Yeah.
how small it actually is though? Like,
It's not that big,
I don't
right?
I don't think this is for like Chromebooks. This looks like something that you put like tablets in.
Tablets.
I think it's for tablets. Yeah.
It's for handhelds. They made it for us.
It's
Like, is
for
this not?
handhelds, yeah.
Is
But-
this not the most perfect solution though?
They
If
have
you
flat-
own 30 handhelds,
So
The one thing I would say, Stubbs, is you might want to double check the width dimensions
replay that
because it
video
looks
real
kind of
quick.
narrow.
it's an inch, so it'll fit up to 1 inch width of
Stop,
handhelds.
stop
No,
right
no,
there.
no.
Stop right there.
The
Stop.
other,
Yeah, that's how small it is. Like,
So it's not that, it's not crazy big. It's not going to use up your whole space. It's not a
No,
crazy
it's
big
really cool.
Chromebook cart. And most of your handhelds should be the right width to fit in there. It's not going to fit your Steam Decks or your Allies or anything like that.
oh, see, I thought that's what you were trying to charge also. That's what I was referencing.
Well, ideally, you can see on the side, you can just put your bigger ones, off to the way left over there. There's extra space. You could probably lay
Yeah,
it
that's true.
down or stand it up or put it on top. I don't know. You could do some custom shelving in
Would
there.
you put your Steam Deck LE on top of a row of PowKiddies?
Yeah, I've done it before. I'll do it again.
That is
Yeah.
sentence I
Yeah, could you
thought
imagine
here.
rolling into the club with this? Like just the Riz. as
Which
the kids
club are
say?
you talking about? The chess club, AV club,
I'm talking about like,
the esports
club
club.
crackers. I'm
e-waste
talking about-
club?
Yeah. Now back in my day, we had the website club that we'd meet up, and we'd actually go there, talk
Oh.
about programming website, and we'd play RuneScape. I'm talking 2003 Neopets. I'm talking MapleStory. We were all up in that
Uh,
original RuneScape. That's right.
I don't
So there you
think
go.
I don't think I was old enough for RuneScape. Sorry.
And you can
There's
still
There's a
play
lot
it.
of things you're
Space
not old
Cadet?
enough for.
Okay, so this thing is the coolest thing. Oh, breaking news!
Oh, I love
Firefox.
breaking
Oh,
news.
Producer Sony's going to show. Oh, we have a picture from
Oh.
Computex of the new MSI
Ban.
Claw Green
Ban.
Edition. Oh, they have
Holy cow,
nubbins.
that is green.
Look at that thing! Wow!
That is green.
Wow!
Someone dropped it in. Shout out to Sir Chris 96 in Toy Barn chat.
Yeah, Sir
Beautiful.
Chris 96. That's awesome. Thanks for
That-
sharing this.
That is sickeningly green.
I love it.
I love it too.
I do.
Love
I honestly
this.
do too.
I
I
don't
need-
know.
You see those nubs? You see those nubs, Stubs?
They're well. I showed Anne when I was at Computex. I showed her my Stubs nubs,
They made their own.
and
It's
I
a
swear.
revolution.
Well, I did. Well, I did tell them. I said, please steal this. Please do joystick caps
Man.
on your handhelds. Maybe. Don't want to take credit, but maybe. Look, it says claw on it. You can feel the
And it's
claw
got the-
even.
It's got the 80 watt hour
Wait,
battery.
what is that texture on that?
Oh,
It's
it looks
just
like it
Ribbed for your
has.
pleasure.
It looks like it has like
Is that
golf
alligator
ball,
skin? What is
golf
that?
ball texture? Yeah, alligator skin maybe.
It may just be like a decal that you can hardly feel.
I'm
Like,
all
not a
about
decal,
this.
but
Oh, they
I'm all
Uh,
about this.
I'm here for it.
I'm here
Until
for
we
this.
find out the price is $1,300.
1,300 would be a deal.
That's
would be a
the-
score for this.
What?
That'd be. I would mortgage any one of Retroid's houses for this. We need this. This is very exciting to me. I'm gonna play
It's not the
WW
curveball
versus
I was
Raw
expecting.
2006.
We're gonna play multiplayer WWE.
Yeah, I'm from the top rope. Be jumping on Rob, and we need to wrap up this podcast. We've run it's run its course.
That's not.
There's no further thoughts to be had here today. So buy some merch if you're in the market for clothes or things. At merch store.
Get yourself an Oh No shirt.
Get yourself that Oh No shirt. We have some really cool new things in the merch store. I'm serious. We have some really cool things.
Isn't
Maybe even a cart coming soon.
Isn't
Yeah.
everything 20% off still?
I think we're on the tail end of that 20% off. Yeah,
Oh,
20%
those-
off
Expires
everything right
today.
now. Expires today, everybody. It is the last time that whoa, Andrew, you got the Oh No sticker? I've never seen it in person. You could have been
love the
unboxing this the whole time
color.
instead of the JSAUX?
I've had it for like 2 weeks. I showed it to you guys
Well,
because it wouldn't.
Stop.
I'm
It, wouldn't
dense.
it doesn't fit on the top of the.
The flip.
I was trying to put it on the.
I was sick last week.
Oh, that is a big sticker.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But it doesn't fit.
Well,
It
you
might.
could have
but,
that.
like,
How much was that? $2?
I don't know. I
Look,
bought a
that-
bunch of stickers.
$2. Oh No sticker
I bought
from
this
Rob's
one.
catchphrase. Look at the sweet designs, huh?
But
Huh?
This one.
Look at that. Yeah. Colorful.
I think I need to get a shirt.
Inside
I
of
need
me
to
are
get a
two
shirt.
wolves.
I
Both
actually
of them
should
enjoyed
order
this
a shirt.
episode.
I'm good.
Thanks, Matt.
I need to get one too. I'm like, how could I not have one?
Yeah, Rob,
Dude, look at that sweet hat.
Rob is gonna get the tie-dye one.
I need to order some more merch. I got to start repping some of this stuff. I have all the old merch.
How dare you?
I
Shout out
have
to
a
Swag
Dog
from our
plush and a
Discord
shirt.
who's been putting
There's
these
a dog
designs
plush.
together.
I don't know if they have it anymore. I have one of the
Oh, yeah,
older
so-
stuff.
Green Protagonist brings up a good point. Yeah, more, and thanks for your super chat. More from Secure Retromodding. Yes, so Secure Retromodding has now actual stickers for the Retroid Pocket Flip and buttons now for the AYN Odin 2 Portal. I think they're almost sold out. So go check Secure Retromodding. There's some sweet designs. There's like PS2 themes. There's PS1. There's GameCube, SNES. Check those out. Get some merch. We're going to get out of here. I hope everybody has an awesome rest of your evening, night, whatever you're doing. Live chat, thanks for hanging out with us. People listening at home while you're sleeping, you're going to the gym, whatever. I hope you're all having an awesome time with what you're doing. And once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your grandmother to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And once again, a special thanks and shout out to our channel members, our patrons, our subs. I got to update this list again. You all make everything here possible for us. Join us on the next episode. We're going to be doing more giveaways from JSAW. We're going to be doing more crazy unboxings, talking about the latest and greatest news. Stay tuned for some live streams this week, likely. Shout out to producer Sony, who does an amazing job on this show. And he'll be on vacation going on, I think, a week or two here, starting this week. And so we'll be running our own production next week, and I'll be editing my own videos. So I'll probably do a little more live streams to keep up with stuff here. And thank you, producer Sony. I hope you have an awesome time on your trip, by the way. And
I don't.
Andrew hopes you don't, but he means
do.
well. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, Sony. You're excellent.
we love you, Sony. And until the next time, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Ben, Rob, and Andrew saying, take care of those handhelds. And also, what do you... Oh, yeah, and take care of each other, too. Right.
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.